What is up, guitar legends? We're looking at the melody part today for that Toy Story theme song, You've Got a Friend in Me, alright? If you want to learn the chords or the fingerstyle, there are two separate videos for that. Links are in the description. The reason we have Capo on fret 3 today is because we use it here for the fingerstyle and the chord version. So for those of you that want to learn all three videos, you're just going to be in exactly the same sort of place. And you can sort of see the chord shapes within this melody. Before we get started, there are play-alongs at the end of this video, just so you know. There are two though. One, you've got the lyrics underneath as a guide, but that means that the whole tab is stretched a bit longer. The second play-along is just the tab. So if you really know it quite well, you can just use the tab. It's probably a little bit easier to follow along the tab for that second play-along. But if you think the lyrics are a useful guide for you, then use the first play-along and work with that. So let's dive into verse 1. All right, we don't need to learn the intro because that is a separate lesson. That's the chords, the fingerstyle. We're just going to learn what he sings today. Now, forgive me if I've oversimplified what he sings. He does sing a very soulful, strange way. He doesn't just stay on notes. He's sliding and scooping around all over the place. So I've kind of oversimplified it a little bit. But hopefully that makes it easier for you, if anything. So line 1 we have, you got a friend in me. Alright, now, if you're a beginner, just pick everything down for this song, okay? There's only one part where you might want to pick up, but if you just pick down, it's fine. The other rule of thumb we want to stick to is finger 1 covers fret 1, finger 2 covers fret 2, finger 3 covers fret 3, as a general rule of thumb, not for everything, alright? So this first part, we just got finger 2. Now, when we have the word friend, you'll see I go, because he kind of does that, doesn't he? He goes, friend in me, you got a friend. So we can kind of copy his vocal. So on the word friend, you pick the G string, and then you hammer on the finger. So you bring it down after you pick. Okay, that's G string 2nd fret. So start on the D string, and then we have G string. You can see that second note's tied together, so you only pick the first one. If you see a tie, the little scoop black line, you only pick for the first one of that. Okay, the second one is just to show you where the beat is, the fact that it lasts for 2 8th beats. So we have, you got a friend in me. Yeah. And then we have sort of an empty bar. You can just leave the G string ringing if you want, right? And then the next bar, you got a friend in me. We actually have to come in on the second 8th note of that bar after beat 1. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. Okay, so just bear that in mind, it's not on the beat. So from the beginning, try and do this with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a friend in me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Make more sense now? So we're going to have finger 1 on the B string, 1st fret, because, as I said, finger 1 covers all of fret 1. So we go like that. Just do 3 notes at a time if you're a beginner. It's a good way to do it. 3 notes, then 5 notes, then 7 notes. Right? You work in 3, 5, 7, or 3, 5, 6, whatever. So just play the second phrase with me several times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, next part. When the road looks. Again, we don't come in on beat 1. That little squiggly line is a rest. Okay, so we don't play there. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. When the road looks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. When the road looks. Okay, and again, that G string, that 0. Don't forget, when there's a tie, you only play the first note. Okay, the second one is just trying to show you where the beats are. Okay, now the next bar we have rough ahead in your miles, rough ahead. Just work on those first 3 notes. Rough ahead. So try and play what we've got so far for the second line after 4. Let's do this a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. When the road looks 1 up ahead, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So if we continue, when the road looks rough ahead and a mile from the nice warm bed. Alright, you just have to follow the lyrics with the notes here, right? In your miles, in your miles. So careful on that word miles, we've got another grace note. So remember, the grace note, you pick the G string, and then we hammer on. Then for from your nice, we still have that from your nice warm bed. Remember, those little squiggles are just rests, right? Just little gaps in the music. So we have from your nice warm bed. Another grace note on bed. You don't have to add the grace notes in, by the way. You can just do like this. From your nice warm bed. Alright, if you just want to make it more like a vocal though, the grace notes kind of help with that. So let's play everything that we have so far together. Alright, we'll do it a few times after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a friend in me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You got a friend in me. 2, 3, 4. 1. When the road looks miles and miles from a nice warm bed. Alright, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a friend in me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You got a friend in me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. When the road looks miles from a nice warm bed. So this bit's quite challenging. I really like this bit. You just remember what you. Okay, he really follows the chords, kind of arpeggios, it's nice. Again, we don't land on beat 1 here, do we? We come in on the 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right, so just do this slowly. Be very aware of where the beat is, right? You just remember what you. Okay, don't get it confused here. Alright, so we start here. Okay, we have a lot of G string second frets in this song. Alright, just remember. My advice, when you've got a fast little run like this, just do a few at a time. So start with dun 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 dun, boom boom dun dun, like that. Boom boom dun dun boom. Add another note. Right. And then we'll try and add on this D string second fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Just remember what, and again. You just remember what, and again. You just remember. Now we'll add A string third fret. Alright, so we'll do this a few times. We'll have a bar gap in between. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, go. You just remember what you want. 2, 3, 4, go. You just remember what you. To finish this phrase, we have "Oh pal said." Now, if you look really closely for the word "said," there's actually number 3 plus a slide line. Okay, you can just pull it off if you want. So you pick, then pull off. Right. So 0 is just the open A string. Right. Oh pal said. But he kind of goes said, said. He slides down. Oh pal said. Said. Alright, so he's basically doing a slide. So what I like to do, I play it, and then I kind of, as I pull it off, I slide away, like that. Then you get this, you get those in between notes a little bit more. Oh pal said. Okay, again, you don't have to do that, you could just do oh pal said, or oh pal said. Alright, just trying to make it more like the vocal here. Old pal said. So just work on these 3 notes. Old pal said. Old pal said. Old pal said. Alright, then you add it onto the phrase. You just remember what your old pal said. And again. You just remember what your old pal said. And again. You just remember what your old pal said. And again. You just remember what your old pal said. Okay, let's try and work on this little ending phrase then. Boy, you got a friend in me. We're gonna have. So I actually move across to slide that part. But let's just start with boy, you gotta. So we got all in the kind of G, B string range. Boy, you gotta. Boy, you gotta. Right? 1, 2, 3. Boy, you gotta. 1, 2, 3. Boy, you gotta. Friend. We got another grace note on friend. That's D string. Friend in me. So for the word me, I actually go up to the 5th fret on the A string, and then I pick, and then slide down 2 frets after I pick. Right? Me. Because that's what you do with the voice. Got a friend in me. Friend in me. You can hear me. He does a little slide. Me. Then we repeat. He sings the same thing. He goes, yeah, you got a friend in me. So it's exactly the same thing twice. Alright? After the second time, we have this intro, which we're not going to play. Again, if you want to learn that little riff, just go to the chord video underneath, and you can also learn that part there. Alright, let's dive into verse 2. For those of you that are thinking, whoa, hold on Sam, I don't think I'm going to remember all of verse 1 off by heart. Remember, you don't have to memorize it. You can kind of follow along the tab and the lyrics. When you practice with the play along at the end of the video, you will notice that you will just keep making little mistakes on certain words. It's fine. You just rewind it. You do it again and again and again. Repetition is key. But while I'm just showing you how to play it, obviously we need to move through it a little faster. We'll be here all day. So verse 2, similar to verse 1, we have you got a friend in me. So that is exactly the same. You got a friend in me. Again, exactly the same, because the words are the same, right? He sings them the same way as well. The second line, however, slightly different. It goes, if you got troubles, I got them too. Right? If you got troubles, I got them too. So slightly different. So just again, work one bar at a time here. Just pause the video if you need to. If you got troubles, I got them too. Okay, the word to, remember that tie, you're only playing the first note there over the word to. Okay, that's just showing you that you can hold the note for longer. I got them too. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So have a look at this next line. We have a triplet on the word anything. Okay, so instead of going ba 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 ba, we can go 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So it's just splitting up the what would be 2 notes into 3. Okay, but I mean, don't worry about that. Just listen and kind of copy what you hear. So we have there isn't anything. There isn't anything. Right? That's all it is. So we're gonna have nothing on beat 1. There isn't anything. So those 3 are a little bit quicker. Alright, so you play the G string, and that finger's got to come straight down onto D string fret 2. Alright, and then we have a few grace notes in the next bit that I wouldn't do for you. Now watch out here, we start with the word I, we hammer the finger on, and then we have the word wouldn't. Now on the word do, you notice it goes from 2 to 0, which means we have to pull off. Like that, we pick, then pull off. So you pick and then bring the finger off. So, I wouldn't do, I wouldn't do, I wouldn't do for you. Then for you, we just go A3 here. So, I wouldn't do for you, then I wouldn't do. So this whole line, let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then the next line we have, we stick together and can see it through us two. Okay, so this line's quite simple. Just watch out on that second bar there. See it through, cause there's lots of ties. So remember, you only play the first note of each tie. That's why the word is underneath the first note. See it through, cause you 3 to 4, cause see it through, cause. So the whole thing. We stick together and can see it through, cause you got a friend in me. This is the same as before, yeah? You got a friend in me. Dun, dun. So that ending is exactly the same as our first verse. Alright, you're doing well, guys. You've done pretty much all of the song now. Okay, we have a bridge here and then a final verse, which naturally is like the other verses anyway. So the bridge, we have a few triplets here. So this is quite tricky because the way he doesn't even really sing this bridge, he kind of just speaks it. It's strange. So I've tried to kind of simplify it into some form of a melody here. So I got this. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am. Like that. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am. You can do all downstrokes or you can do alternating on the triplets. So again, don't come in on beat 1. There's that little squiggly line, there's a rest. So just start with the first bit. Some other folks, like that. Some other folks, some other folks, some other folks might be a 2, 3, 4. Some other folks might be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Some other folks might be a 1, 2. One more time. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am. So for this next bar, little smarter than I am, you basically have 2 triplets and then 1 extra note. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Little smarter than I am. You hear that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Little smarter than I am. You can alternate if you want. That's quite tricky. So that whole line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am. Then we have bigger and stronger too, maybe. Bigger and stronger too, maybe. Bigger and stronger too, maybe. Alright, so the first bit, 2, 3, 4, bigger and stronger too, maybe. Now careful on the word maybe, because for the word may, I actually do a slow hammer-on, so I pick the G string, maybe, like that. So it is a hammer-on, but it's not like a grace note. We're not going, it's slower. Okay, I'm emphasizing the movement so you can see this. Okay, now the next time we have, but none of them will ever love you the way. So this is quite difficult, this part. You really need to know how he sings it. But none of them will ever love you the way. On the word way, I slide down to the second fret as well, okay? So again, this part goes, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. I do, way I do. On the word do, there's a grace note there. So try this bit with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy. This bit's quite nice. Da, 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 da. I know there's some ties, so it looks confusing. We have it's me and you, boy, all on the D string. Fret 2, 3, and 2. Right? It's me and you, boy. For the word boy, I do a grace note there, hammer on. Oh, and yes. Now, I added in the word oh. I don't think he actually sings that word. Oh, and as the years, I think he just sings, he goes straight in. And as the years go by. So you don't have to add in the word oh, but I just put that in there. Oh, and as the years go by. Now watch out here. It starts off similar to the normal verse. but we don't play that last G, we go, and as the years go by, he kind of sings by. So the way we can kind of copy that is to do a pull off. You could do this, which would sound nice, but whilst we're in the position, let's just do a pick, pull off, and then we can pick that final note. So you pick, pull off, pick. Then we continue, our friendship will never die. He kind of goes, die. Now that's impossible to replicate on the guitar, unless we're up here. We can slide down after. But let's just keep it simple, right? We're just gonna hammer on there, die, and ignore the fact that he slides back down again with his voice. So this part, our friendship will never die. Then we have, you're gonna see it's our destiny. You're gonna see it's our. Here he really kind of swings this line, so it's hard to follow with him. But again, I've oversimplified it for you. So you're gonna see it's out, like that. 2, 3, 4, go. You're gonna see it's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. You're gonna see it's our destiny. Easiest part of the whole song. Destiny. Just watch out though, because there's a slight row there. It slightly slows down. Destiny. Then to finish the whole song, we have our simple, you got a friend in me. 2, 3, 4, go. You got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. Then there's this riff to fade out. So again, if you want to learn the riff, just go down, link below for the chord lesson, and you can also learn that little riff as well. Alright, here comes the play along, guys. So again, there's a play along with the lyrics and there's a play along without the lyrics. So just try both, see which one's easiest for you to follow. It's probably going to be the one with the lyrics, because that's a little bit easier to pause the video and think, wait, what is he doing there? Oh, it's on that word, okay. Alright, so just start with the lyric play along first. Maybe you can progress to the other one afterwards if you want to. It doesn't matter if you do or not. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and also turn on those notifications. Alright, I will see you in the next lesson, guys, and good luck with the play along. 1, 2, 3, 4.